It's early in the year, and these are not the best, but these are some of my favorite teams so far this year. The next one I have is not a powerhouse, but it's going to be George Washington. I know it's a lower school, and they haven't played a lot of teams, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. They're ranked around the high 50s, or around the 50s slash high 40s in predictive sites right now, but they're 17th in terms of the current counting stats at the moment. They're the highest in the A10, their conference, but they're on pace to potentially be even an at-large bid stealer, even if they don't win the A10, which would be very crazy. They're shooting very efficiently, playing a very balanced pace. They're defending the three well. All three of these things I really love for tournament potential teams. They have 6 double-digit scorers, and the other ones that aren't double digits, 3 of them, and they're averaging 8 points per game. So they are 9 players deep, essentially, which for a lower school like this is pretty crazy. They have at least one player who can help them play basically any sort of role slash play style against any team. And every game they've had has been a blowout except South Florida, which they are viewed as maybe being the potential winner of the American Conference, and they were able to beat them, putting up over 90 points. So keep an eye on the First President school here because they look very interesting. Then finally is NC State. Of course, I got to include my favorite team, but I think it's really justified as well. The only big game they've had, which was VCU at home, who is the main competitor to make the tournament with George Washington in their own conference. But the offense for this team has just been insane. They're right there with any other team in the country, right there with Vanderbilt in terms of how efficient they've been offensively. Top 5 in the country. They're 4th in the country in effective field goal percentage. They're top 15 in both 2-point and 3-point percentage. Darian Williams has been a top 5 to 7 player in the country so far. The best transfer in college basketball, no question. Paul McNeil Jr. offensively, I had very high hopes for. He has absolutely lived up to them so far. Trey Holloman, Kadir Copeland, Van Allen Lubin, all transfers that have looked really good. None of them have really failed at all. Like, they also have a big freshman in Matt Abel who's played very key minutes. I mean, just been I don't know how better you could have gotten for what they got in the transfer portal in the offseason. They haven't even really played Terrence Arsenault from Houston, who's only played 2 games, and he helps them a ton defensively. They're very fun, scrappy, well-coached, and unapologetically aggressive. A team who has just shown so far that they will absolutely be up to snuff in the ACC this year versus their rivals in the Triangle, and I am totally all here for it.